What's up? I'm doing one more, or I'm doing another gun episode on my guns, and this is one I got about a couple months ago. I got it in July, right after the Aurora, Colorado shooting, and then I guess I found out a week later. After that happened, that Aurora shooting, it was like, I think over 35,000 Coloradans went and bought guns, and I was one of them, so that seems pretty cool. But anyways, this is the one I got. It was actually like 120 bucks when I got it, so I was like, hell yeah. You can't find anything for 120 bucks these days. So, and then I actually went shooting with my best friend like a few months before, and I was just totally impressed, and he turned me on, and from then on, I've been part of the Russian gun club, almost, how you say it. This is my 1940 Mosin nagont. And what's awesome is I'm a huge history, I'm a huge World War II buff. I love World War II. I read about it, I watch anything I can find about it, and I mean, what else says World War II by an actual World War II memorabilia rifle, especially from a Russia. And like I said, it's a Mosin nagont 1940, and it's a 7.62 by 5.4, which is kind of it's actually a step above the SKS or the AK round of the 7.62 by 3.2. This is a 5.4, which is the Russians called it kind of their version of the 30-06, but it's actually a kind of if you look at it, it's actually about the same grain. Well, it's actually has the same amount of grain as a 30-06, but it's about the size of a, how you say, 308 or so. And this is just a great freaking rifle. I know why the Russians love these rifles. They're just really easy to use, really easy to fire, doesn't kick very much, and it's just your simple, like a Mauser almost, except this is better than a Mauser, no offense. It's just your simple bolt action 5-round clip that if you really have to, the clip cover or whatever comes out if you need to clean it, I guess. And what I love about it, it's almost like the M1. You can change your distance of shot almost just by moving just moving the sight simply. That's it. And holy that is a long ass shot, I guess. I don't even know how you'd get that in the sight, I guess, but the more you move it back, the more I move it back, farther it is, farther shot it is. And it's just your simple, it's a really easy sight, just the usual sight you use to shoot with the 22 with. But like I said in my first video, my 22, I'm not used to open sights because I'm so used to scopes. That's just me. And then it came, and then what's really cool, it came with a bunch of stuff on the side. Like it came with the strap still on it, a 16-inch foot bayonet that you can put on it to look cool or Russian to scare the Germans away. This right here, it's a 16-inch bayonet, and even has like the blood curves in it and all that, and enough to scare someone away. I know that. Just this alone can scare someone. Then on the top of a Mosin nagont, it's even worse. And And then it also came with a like cleaning rod and cleaning oil, and like this on top. That's your cleaning rod. I thought it was like a ram. I thought it was a ramrod for muzzleloader, but no. And then it also came with a couple of like clip belts and cleaning oil and tools to take it apart. I haven't took this apart yet, and I don't plan to until I really have to, and I don't want to. But I know one thing. It's actually a of how many times I shot it, and then because I know I got this gun in July and I didn't clean it till November, and it was a bitch and a half to clean. But that's what you get when the only company that makes shells for this gun is Herbert, the steel. It's not copper like usual bullets. It's actually a steel casing, and it's a lot lighter. I know my buddy, my best friend, he uses it for his AK, and it's never jammed for him. But anyways, like I said, it is a bitch and a half to clean, but once you get it clean, it stays clean for a while. But the best way I know is just a lot of rem oil and just a good cleaning rod. Don't get the ones, if you do, don't get the ones that you can screw together and all that. They can hide in a box that big, because trust me, I actually broke a couple of them trying to clean this gun. But get the full, like, kind of the old school 1980s ones that are already about 4 feet long, and probably put just a small cleaning brush on it, and a lot of rem oil and a lot of cleaning oil, and once you get all that done, you're good. And then just drop a snake right through it and clean that, and just pull that through a couple times, and it's pretty well clean. And then to follow up, what's badass about this gun, at least, I don't know if you can see it, but there's the original USSR communist logo right there. The hammer and thistle, kind of Rise of the Communist or whatever. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. And then right here, there's the original communist star logo. And then one thing I love about this from other bolt action rifles is the straight bolt. Most of them curved over or whatever, and this one is straight. I know that makes it a lot easier. When the bullets start flying, it's a lot easier under pressure to do this than the curved bolt, which gets stuck every now and then because it's curved, because if the angle gets stuck sometimes. And then what's great about this too, you can pull the bolt out and kind of finish up. I guess Mosin nagonts were some of the rifles that Barack was trying to get rid of, because I know my usual gun shop is the local Cabela's in my town, where I actually got this gun. Hang on. And I went there, and it's impossible, at least in my Cabela's, to find a Mosin nagont. I mean, usually they're the ones that are always there because they're like $100 bucks. I know this one was 120, but I know there was one Mosin nagont there, and it was all specialized and shit, and had the scope and everything, and made it look all cool, and communist, like enemy at the gate status with the scope and all that. But it was like almost 600 bucks for a Mosin nagont, and I got one in July for 100 bucks. What's going on there? But yeah, if you want a good, I'm just saying this to beginners who want a good kind of cheap, genuine, good rifle instead of you want to move up from a 22 to an actual rifle, and you want it kind of cheap. Mosin nagont. I don't know if they have them where you are, but I recommend them. At first I was like, oh, Russian stuff, because I've always been a big kind of military guy, so it's always been the US stuff. I know one of my favorite guns of all time is an M1 Garand, but it's impossible to find an M1 Garand less than $1,000. If you have one, let me know for cheap price, depending. I'll be into it. And anyways, yeah, this is, like I said, this is my 1940 Mosin nagont, and catch you later. This is Tyler Drayton, and keep it up.